G'day guys, back again. I thought I might get that padlock out of the way. This is the padlock my little niece found on the near her home or near school or something. Yeah, and she wanted me to make a key for it. Yeah, I showed this in about, I don't know, 3 or 4 videos back. Thought I'd just give a rundown. We'll make a key. It's an MS2 blank. MS2, yeah, silver. Ideally with impressioning, the ideal material is brass. It's more malleable and yeah, marks up more distinguished than this nickel silver, which is a harder material with coating. First thing you got to do is take that coating off the top of the key blank, because you know, if you don't remove that coating and you try to impression, yeah, it'd be hard going, because you'd be set. The original coating looks like the the bloody surface of the moon. There's craters, dips, you know, dents. And if you don't take that coating off and try to impression, you'd be seeing marks that don't exist, or misreading marks. But yeah, so this is the paramount tool. You need this. It's an impressioning file, Swiss rat style. It's a very fine grade of file. It's designated for impressioning. Yeah, you have to have this. Use this. If you don't, if you go to those bloody budget hardwares or bloody cheapest chips and get those $5 packs of files, good luck. Yeah, they're too coarse, and you won't distinguish. Well, it's going to be very hard to distinguish correct marks on the key blank, because it's so rough and coarse, and you need that fine point, needle point on the file anyway to work your depths. The back of the top of the file towards the handle, that's more so for, not for going down, but just shaping the key. The key shape on the cuts. So anyway, we've taken that off. It's not too bad. You're never going to get it smooth. You don't want it smooth anyway. It'll leave a fine, coarse finish, which is fine. You can get as many indentations out of it. So yeah, so that's pretty good. We'll go with that. Anyway, this is not the proper tool for it, by the way. Obviously, it's a pair of vice grips. I'll take that one out, just in case. Yeah, there is tools, impressing tool, which holds the key blank in a sturdy position, or you could use the old school trigger impressioning gun, which I had one probably 18 years ago, but that's disappeared. I don't know where that's gone. But that's a different method of impressioning, a better one, I believe. I'll show you, get a blank. What happens with the impressioning gun, you put that into the gun. It's got a trigger. What you do, you push the key blank in, turn it, gives them under torque pressure, and pull the trigger. What that does, that pulls the key blank out about one spacing, and what happens, okay, it's hard to say, when you pull it out, the binding pin will leave a drag mark on that edge of the cut, and what you do, you just read those smudge marks. When they stop flying, go on to the next one, concentrate on the next one until that goes, and keep on going until you get a working key. Yeah, I prefer the old school. I might buy another one day, just for keepsake. but at the moment we'll just go old school with a pair of grips. Yeah, just a matter of placing it in there, turn it, give it a bit of turning torque, and a bit of a rocking motion, just to get impression mark, spacing marks on the blank, on the key. Okay, so what we got? Yeah. Yeah, it's really hard to see. This is going to be a long video too. It shouldn't take more than 5, 6, 7 minutes, but with all this explaining what I'm doing as I go along, it's going to drag the video out. It's already 6 minutes and I haven't started yet. Yeah, it's pretty hard to see the marks through the camera, but definitely there. Yeah, I can see them over the camera. If I look over the camera, I can see the marks there. Actually, I might put that vise, that lock in a vise, keep it steady, because I'm not just rocking around. It's not helping. Just see that. Yeah, let's try again. Anyway, I can see the marks. You can see that. It's hard to see through the camera, but they are definitely there. See them? Made the spacing marks anyway. Sorry about the focus, this camera's not the greatest. Anyway, I'll get stuck into this. Camera's getting hot. I don't want the bloody thing to cut out again as it does when it gets hot. Alright, you can see a mark in number 1. Yeah, it's easier for me to see that mark looking over the camera than looking through it. But yeah, number 1, I'm going to give that a... I only use probably the first inch and a bit of the file as the handle comes off. Yeah, just use the first inch and a bit. The rest of the file is for shaping the actual cut to give it that shape. So anyway, we'll go number 1. Try to concentrate on the one cut at a time if you can. Don't start sort of jumping around looking for marks. As soon as the mark disappears, just stop filing. Otherwise, if you keep filing, you'll get marks or appear again, and you'll be under the impression that it's, you've got to keep filing. But what you're actually doing is the driver pins come through the shear line into the bottom of the key, towards the bottom of the keyway. So you're just wasting your energy and time. Yeah, still a mark there on number 1. I'm not sure if you can see that. 10 minutes already, bloody hell. Yeah, still a mark on one. Yeah, I'm trying to show you guys, but yeah, I hope you can see that. Had a decent camera, which is focused straight away. It'll be half the battle we won. Just getting the marking, just a slight mark on number 2. Yeah, number 4 is starting to give me a bit of an indication. So is 3 as well. You can see that. Yeah, bloody hell. See that mark, the greys on number 4. Yeah, getting a nice little chunky mark on number 3. You can see that there on the edge. Yeah, it's number 3 there. Yeah, I'm using the thicker part of the file, obviously, to get that, get the shape, key shape. So. Yeah, number 3 still marking. Yeah, it's really hard to bloody tell. Yeah, it's hard to see in the camera. I'm looking over the camera, obviously, at the right angle to get the shadow, but it's hard to see on the camera. Shit, 13, 14 minutes. Yeah, number 3 is still marking. Number 4 is going to mark as well. Very slight, you can see that. Fortunately, I lost that last spacing there, blew it out a bit. There's no big deal, I'll shape it, refine it later. Yeah, number 4's got a bit of a so you might refine it now, actually just shape those the leading and the following edges on the key cut. Okay, I think we've got it. It's definitely bindings on one of them. One of them needs a bit nice clean. See number 1, I think. See that mark on number 1? Okay, we take out the vise now. We don't need that vise anymore. Yeah, just needs a quick clean sweep of the file on one of those. Probably trying to look for mark number 3. It's got a mark there. Not sure if you can see that, but yeah, I'm happy with that. Alright, so minus. Yeah, we won a barrel there. We didn't need that. This is good, and we didn't need the second blank. But yeah, it is a master. But the principle is the same on any pen tumbler. Doesn't matter what it's got in there. Yeah, doesn't matter if it's 6, 7 pin or whatever. The theory's the same. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That's nice. Anyway, yeah, so that's the key. That leading edge needs a bit of a, it's a little bit pointy. I'm not going any deeper. I'm just cleaning that. Yeah, cleaning the cut angles. That's all. Make it a little bit more presentable, if you will. Yeah. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Yeah, sorry about the long video. I was explaining what I was doing. That's what's taking up the time, pointing things out. Yeah, it was hard. It would have been hard to see those marks, but yeah, I'm looking over the camera at a different light source than what you're seeing, if that makes sense. And it's harder to see the mark through the camera to point them out. Yeah. Anyway, that's the story of impressioning. That's not too bad of a bidding for a master actually, so, but that's it's good. Anyway, yeah, so if you're watching Kalii, I think she might be a bit of a YouTube fan apparently. Yeah, your padlock's here to pick up, and no doubt you'll raid the fridge and take all the chocolates, as you do. Anyway, yeah, so all done, and hope you enjoyed. It's 19 minutes, so until next time, take care and goodbye.